Robin Singh was a fast but erratic bowler. He ran down the lane and bowled his fastest delivery. I was the batsman facing him. I was just 10, tiny and puny. I closed my eyes, swung the bat. Crash! The ball went right through the window of the opposite bungalow, shattering the brown tinted glasses into pieces. Run! Run! I held. No one of us took to heels. You hit the ball, Venky, and you'll fetch it back. I said, no, not now. Maybe tomorrow morning. I hesitated because of the ghostly being that lived in that old bungalow. He was toothless. His grey curly hair stuck out from the worn-out monkey cap. His face was wrinkled and he resembled Frankenstein the ghost. I tossed and turned in the bed the whole night, working a way out. Can I ask my father the money? Asking my father the money? Last week's caning on my buttocks still hurting. Can I ask Robin Singh to forget the ball? He was deadly, dangerous, and deceptive. Few months back, the black eye that he had given me was still lingering in my mind. Can I enter the bungalow and face the ghost? People say that he was all alone. He had murdered his wife and his son never visited him after that. The next morning, I made my way to the bungalow. Hello? Anybody home? There was no response. I touched the door and it opened with a creaking noise. Cobweb hung from the ceiling. The paints were in patches. Tick-tock, 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 tick-tock. The old clock was ticking at distance. In the dark, I could see a form of a man lying in the cot. And this drew me towards him. I walked up to him. His eyes had sunk deep into their sockets. His trembling hand gestured me to sit on a rickety chair. As I was about to sit on the chair, I noticed a cane, shining cane, next to him. With a croaking voice he said, "Take it." I got scared. "Uncle, what to take?" I said, "The ball." As I was about to pick the red shiny cherry cricket ball, I was relieved after a few seconds when it pushed few Swiss chocolates in my hand. I opened one of it, popped it into my mouth. My swirling tongue was tasting the chocolates. I picked the ball. As I was about to leave, he said, "Son, I love golden yellow flowers. Can you fetch some?" I dashed my way out. That night I broke my secret piggy bank, cycled my way back to the market in the morning, picked a huge bunch of golden yellow flowers, and cycled my way back to the bungalow. He was still lying on the cot, smiling. I went and kept the flowers on him and said, "Here are your golden yellow flowers, uncle." There's no response. As I just touched him, he fell off from the cot. With great difficulty, I pushed him back onto the cot, and I knew he was dead. Tears welled my eyes and rolled down my cheeks and fell drop by drop on the still, smiling face. Dear friends, looks are deceptive. Back to you, Venkat. Now, please tell me what all was there. I had gestures, facial gestures. Where was it? Oh. Hand gestures?
Everywhere.
Easy way out, right? If you can't tell where, easy way is everywhere. So what was good in my speech? So, I can take it as you did not understand, right? But then tell me what was good, where it was good. See, this is what you're going to learn in evaluation. Not just say you were a good speaker. Where were you good? What could have been better, right?
I felt that I really liked the way how I think it was mainly the expressions which I really loved the most, because I've heard these stories in many versions before, and the way how you said creaked and those words which evolved from the sound, and how you talked about your friend who was bowling and this and that was really nice. I think that because I've heard this story many times, I couldn't understand the effect very well, so you should ask somebody else that. And I think overall it was a really great speech, and we all have a lot to learn from you and how you speak. Yeah. So thanks.
Everything I wanted to say.
Yeah, you?
He said everything I wanted to say.
Yeah, here.
I liked your way of telling the you had a lot of suspense for the audience, and while you told, I got a real headache because I was feeling so what is going to happen next, and I was feeling very scared and expectant, and when you told so much of expression in your voice, it was really nice. I have one point to add.
Yeah.
You made us feel what you said. Like when you said the door creaked, we could actually hear in our minds that the door creaked, and then we could see him. And yeah, we could actually see the bungalow. Exactly. We could imagine we could relate to what you were saying.
Okay.
So this is one.
I like the way you, in the middle of the speech, you just go to one person to another person and pause. There's a silent pause, like everybody's quiet and wondering, what's going to happen next, what's going to happen? And then you start talking. It's very nice the way you surprise the audience.
I'm getting such good feedback. Not even Ghostbusters don't get this.
I like the way you did the voice modulation.
Wonderfully well, right? See, this speech, I'll tell you the truth. We should not keep truth away from when you want your audience to understand. This speech was done for working with words. When I asked what is 7% in a speech, the percentage for content goes for 7%. Does that mean that the content is only 7% and you put only like this and that and prepare your speech? 7% is a challenge for you to prepare your speeches in a way that it conveys the message, brings out everything that you have learned. When we were doing our manuals, project 6 was our working with words. So we had learned the body language first, then we had learned the voice modulation, and then we had to go to the working with words. So what all we have learned in the previous projects have to be sprinkled here and there, right? And for the working with words, we have to prepare the speech in that context. So there we gave more importance to the content. In this particular speech, I have given a lot of importance to the content. I have added voice modulation because I had to sprinkle there what I had learned previous project. Body language was one more project that I had learned earlier, so I had to sprinkle there. There must be open body conclusion, sincerity with conviction. All this I had to bring in one particular project. So I made it so colorful with voice, words. You know, words, when you speak, you should always touch these 5 elements. What are these 5 elements? But it not necessary that always you should have in all your speeches all the 5 elements. What is that? Touch, feel, smell, taste. I said my swirling tongue was tasting the chocolate. I had cut down so much because it was too scaring for you kids, so I cut down most of it. In one place I have to say it was dingy. What is dingy? It smells bad. So I was using that nose. This was a well thought out, well researched speech, and that's how you must prepare your speech. It should not be just like I'm touching it and just leaving it. When you're speaking, you heard your evaluator saying that you could have used your full time. You could have just brought about little more about why pets, how they help you. Answer these questions, you have the speech ready. Ask questions, answer them, the speech is ready. Right? So that's why you will feel in this speech voice modulation coming out. I paused, right? In voice modulation you will learn if you have to if you have to allow your audience to think what you have said, you must give them time. What you speak and what is taken, if you give little time, they'll think, oh, this happened. Then you can speak again and pull them back to you. But if you give too long time, then this will has forgotten. Right? So can I have once more?